Hey everybody, Jeppy here, and this video is going to be part 2 of my top 5 most versatile attacking operators I did about a week ago. You guys want it, so here it is. So I want to get some things out of the way first before I go into the video. I had a much harder time coming up with the top 5 defenders rather than top 5 attackers. I needed help. I needed help from my friends. I ran polls on Instagram. I was so lost when it came to some of the operators. So if it doesn't agree with what your opinion is, let me know in the comments down below what your top 5 most versatile operators are. So when I'm thinking of like versatile operators, I'm thinking operators that have fragging potential. They can possibly roam. They could possibly anchor. They might have some type of information denial, maybe like breach capability, well, anti-breach capability. And then also like stuff like rotate holes. Do they have a shotgun, like part of their loadout where they can create some rotate holes or lines of sights? And then also I wanted to take in fact like their entire loadout, what their secondary gadget is as well. Before we get into the list though, make sure you like and subscribe and comment, you know, all that good stuff. Also Twitch, gotta shout out to Twitch just because, you know, we got a stream out here. Oh, and one more thing I also wanted to apologize about is I'm really sorry about this lighting back here. I really have to do something with my setup to where maybe I'll get blackout curtains or something, because right now the light of 1,000 suns is hanging down on my window right there, and it makes it like trust me, I'm trying to do everything I can to make the lighting look good, but it still looks like crap, so I guess we're just gonna have to deal with it. All right, so number 5 on my list is Mozzie. So new mistake on my part, I actually don't own Mozzie. But before you say, bro, how are you even like ranking Mozzie at number 5? You don't even own him. I've watched a lot of Pro League. I've got killed by Mozzie before. My teammates have played Mozzie. I know what Mozzie does and what he's all about. I just haven't had a chance to play him yet. Mozzie's a really good operator. He's newer. The thing with Mozzie that makes him number 5 on my list is he needs to rely on the attackers messing up. So same thing with like players like our operators like Mute. You have to rely on the attacking operator's drones when they drive in to be like really aggressive and just like go upstairs or go through a windowsill, and a pest will be right there. So potentially Mozzie's whole gadget and whole kit can be totally neglected or totally obsolete if the attackers are smart with their drones and they call out there's a Mozzie early on. Because if they do, then they'll be more apt to not get their drones caught by the pests. So that's the thing with Mozzie, is it totally relies on the attacking operators messing up. But one really good thing with Mozzie is he has information denial capabilities. So if a pest is located on stairwells or in the windowsill or in a doorway, you can't get a drone through there, or else you risk losing it. He kind of covers that role as well of information denial, which is really important as well. It goes without saying that the P10 Roni is an amazing gun. It's almost got the same amount of RPM as the SMG-11. 19 round mag, I think if you add the one, it's 20, but 19 round mag. And it's really good. I mean, I've seen pros dominate with it. I've seen, you know, gold 2s dominated with it. You just gotta watch out for that mag. But that has really high RPM. Mozzie's fragging capability is also really good as well. He also brings a super shorty, which is just an underrated shotgun. I mean, I've gotten killed by it quite a few times. It might be my fault, but I've gotten killed by it. Of course, you can create rotate holes, destructive capability through the floor, just a lot of stuff you could do with the super shorty. And of course, he brings a nitro cell, so why not bring it? Another really good thing about Mozzie is, of course, when you do take over a drone, that could be a camera you could set up somewhere else. You can even drone through the map, be like, okay, well, bar's clear. We don't have to worry about any attackers from there for a little bit. But mostly the best thing you can do with Mozzie is just capture the drone, information denial, get that drone up somewhere high or somewhere sneaky, so where you can kind of use it as an extra camera. So Mute's coming in at number 4, and I had a really hard time with the breach denial operators. I even ran a poll on my Instagram, follow it, and I really needed help with the breach denial operators. I mean, so I ran a poll, it was Mute, Cade, and Bandit. I needed to know what the most versatile operator was. Of course, Bandit can electrify walls. He got Bandit drakes. He's got C4 or barbed wire, and then also his gun's really good roamer. But he's not very good at anchoring, and he can only electrify walls, not hatches. Cade, on the other hand, he can electrify walls and hatches, only has 2 electro claws though, but his loadout isn't the best. Like, his guns aren't really great, and I believe his secondary loadout isn't amazing either. Of course, he can create rotate holes with the shotgun and all that. and he's got that super awesome pistol. So the reason why I'm putting Mute at number 4 and not Bandit Arcade is because he does the same thing as Bandit Arcade with the breach denial. Not as good as Bandit Arcade, but he kind of fills that role as well. Really good thing about Mute though is he has the information denial with the, of course you put the Mute jammers anywhere and the drones can't attack it. So the information denial and then also breach denial. He could also sometimes on some objectives get the hatch as well, and that's a really big aspect of it too. The best loadout for Mute in my opinion is the shotgun and the SMG-11. The shotgun is obviously really good opening up rotation holes and also, you know, creating holes through the ceiling and the floor, creating like vertical gameplay. Also really good up close. And the SMG-11, if you can master the recoil, is just a godsend and a headshot machine, and honestly is one of the most feared guns on the defensive side. He also brings a nitro cell, which is, you know, amazing in its own. So plant denial as well if you're hiding behind like a mirror or something and you need to throw the nitro cell. Even on the poll, more people voted Bandit than anyone else, but I think I'm gonna have to disagree with them there. I don't think they truly understand how versatile Mute is and how good of an operator he actually is. Number 3 on my list is going to be Valkyrie. Of course, Valkyrie had to be on the list. I mean, really, how could she not be on a top 5 versatile list? We're just gonna start off with information. So Valkyrie has 3 guaranteed cameras, okay? The reason why she's higher than Mozzie is because Mozzie has to rely on the attacking operators to mess up. Valkyrie gets a guaranteed 3 cameras, and she's the only operator that can get information from outside the building, leading to runouts or, hey, you know, they all spawn on this side of the map. Mostly runouts and information, but she's the only operator that could consistently get information from outside the building. That's an aspect a lot of people don't think about when they think about versatility. Of course, you know, the MPX is terrible. You have to land your headshots with a gun or else you're just gonna get outgunned by literally almost every attacking gun out there. You really can't be too far away. You kind of have to be like medium to close range. The drop off is insane. The RPM is pretty good. It's a headshot machine, but you really have to be hitting those headshots to even utilize that correctly. The nitro cell, obviously really good, and the nitro cell plays a really good part in Valk's kit. And one thing that she could do that also Pulse can do as well, the reason why I chose Valkyrie over Pulse is because Valkyrie can even do the C4s from below as well. You could throw a Valkyrie camera at like on the 2nd story room, and then you could play underneath, and then when you could like ping it or kind of guess where the attackers are with your camera, and then throw the C4 up on the ceiling and then blow that. But yeah, information wise, I don't think anyone could do it as good as Valkyrie. That's where she really excels, as information. And of course, you know, when your teammates ping the cameras, it's like, oh my god, I hate you so much. But information wise, Valkyrie I think does it the best. Coming in at number, oh god, oh, I just smacked the shit out of my mic. Coming in at number 2 today is going to be Maestro. I had a hard time deciding whether Valk was going to be 3 or 2 or Maestro was going to be 2 or 3, because I feel like, you know, Maestro and Valk have a lot of similarities with the information, also plant denial with the C4s. But I think if you are all alone, if you're the only one on the objective and Maestro is the only one, let's say it's a 1v3, that's still a very winnable situation for Maestro. Not only are there the cameras, the bulletproof cameras, that is, the evil eyes, that your teammates can call out on and ping, he has that 80 round mag, and that LMG is amazing. I'm still struggling with the recoil. I'm not the best with Maestro, but I'm learning. I really think that in like a 1v3 situation, the 2 best operators that you can have are Echo and Maestro. Echo could straight up win it rounds with the plant denial. Maestro could frag out really good because he does not need to reload in between the gunfights. The thing that makes Maestro so strong though is those cameras require a lot of utility to destroy. Now I know that he got hit with a pretty big nerf recently, and what I mean by that is the Twitch and the Thatcher can really, you know, mess his evil eyes up. You throw a Thatcher down, it opens up the camera and you can just go ahead and shoot it. All it takes is 2 Twitch zaps to destroy the camera. Just 1 zap to open it up, or if no teammates around you, a Twitch drone can single-handedly take out a Maestro camera by zapping the camera after she opens it up. Maestro can also open up rotations, lines of sights with his secondary revolver, shotgun, pistol, whatever you want to call it. And one of the greatest things you can do with Maestro is when the plant goes down, zap the crap out of the operator putting down the diffuser, because you never know, that that operator that's putting the plant down might only have like 50 health, or they'll be like, oh crap, well this Maestro is shooting me, let me go take care of it right away, and you can potentially stop the plant leaving like your teammates more time to get there and deny it as well. Or you could get off your camera and figure out where he is and shoot him. Number 1 is going to be Lesion. I think you all could have guessed that Lesion might have ended up on the list, and a lot of you also could have guessed that Lesion could have been number 1 as well. Lesion just brings so much to the table. He really does. He is so strong right now. And I think the big reason why he's strong is because those goo mines are nearly invisible and the information you gather from them. So we're just going to talk about the goo mines for a second. First of all, I believe you get 7 of them throughout the round. I believe you get 7. They're nearly invisible. You can throw them down in doorways, under windowsills. Say you're roaming with Lesion and you locate the diffuser. You kill someone. You're like, oh crap, well the diffuser's on the floor. Let me throw like 6 Lesion mines on there so that when someone goes and tries to grab it, they get destroyed. Oh my god, the amount of times I've had to friggin' mess with my hair this video is ridiculous. Oh, I should have just put my hair product in. Dang it. The information you can gather from Lesion mines is really good. Not only is it information that you can get because you know where you place them. Oh, well, this one's missing. You can see the outline of the Lesion mine through walls and stuff. So you know, okay, well, that one's missing in like blue hallway. I know someone's coming blue hallway. The sound cue for when someone steps on it is also really loud as well. And the defending team can know exactly where the operator is by that sound. Also, when you step in the Lesion mine, you can't sprint. You have to take it out. And he's also got a little bit of plant denial as well. So you could throw it in default plant spots where normally a lot of people plant. Because say there's like 5 seconds left and they're like, okay, well, I gotta get up on top of the laundry machine to plant. Well, there's a Lesion mine on there and now they have to go through the animation, take that out, and you could potentially win rounds with that. Again, they're nearly invisible. I think the best way to play Lesion is lurking / anchoring. To utilize his utility the best, you need to stay alive long. So if you're roaming and you die 30 seconds into the round, you lost so much Lesion utility that you could have saved. I think the best thing you could do with Lesion is to anchor or lurk around the objective, maybe 1 room away, and plant Lesion mines in strategic areas where you know the attacking team has to go through, in doorways, you know, through common rotations. That way, when someone goes to push you, everyone on the defending team knows where that attacker is coming from. Also, Legion's fragging capability is really good as well. His gun's really good, the RPM is really good, headshot machine, I would say it's above average for the defender side. And the impacts that he has as well is really good for opening up rotations and, you know, vertical play as well. All right, everybody, so I brought us over to Clubhouse to really show you guys how powerful Lesion could possibly be. I picked downstairs in Arsenal room because I feel like this is a really good setup you can do. And I really want you to take notice on how powerful Lesion can actually be with his goo mine setups. So we're in, I already got all 7 of my Lesion mines, and just to show you just how versatile and how many of these you could put out, I have 1 in dirt tunnel, 1 underneath the hatch in case they drop. I have 1 at entrance in between A and B. I also have, say you're holding down blue, I have 1 coming from stairs, east stairs. I have 1 coming from out of blue, and then 1 coming from the right towards garage as well. And then I have 1 at main entrance down the stairs, and I have 1 going to church. This is why I feel like Lesion should be best utilized as an anchor. Because, okay, if you think about it, each one of these little goo mines is information gathered, slowing down the attacker team, and getting 10 damage on them, which really is negligible, and getting 10 damage on them as well. So that's huge information. Say you're holding down, like right here, you're holding down dirt tunnel, they got the hatch or something, and you're trying to watch the hatch in dirt tunnel. You have the Lesion, and if no one's in blue, you have Lesion mines back there to know, oh crap, well someone's in blue. So you can say you hear a Lesion mine go off, and you could go out and just round the corner and say it's this one, take him out. And that's he's so good, guys. He's so good. I know he's getting a nerf, but he's so good. And also, I wanted to show you guys a little strat that I use on this objective as well. Say you have enough anchors and no one wants to roam and you need a roamer. This is something that I like to do for hatch denial. Legion's another really good operator for this. Say if you're holding down up top, this still works. I know this is an old strat, but this still works. You could get above here, break holes. You'd be surprised how many people don't drone into kitchen to get the hatch. Grab the Habana or the thermite right here, or say Habana's at this window right here trying to be safe. Well, if the hatch reinforced, you could grab her right there. Also, if you want, maybe you could have someone get another impact for you or something. You could throw an impact over here, and you can rotate out of there if you can. But you could throw Lesion mines into like bedroom over here, down the stairs over here. You can throw some over here. So really watch your back. The main thing you gotta watch out for is this hatch. But this strat still works, trust me. Alrighty, everybody, thank you so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it. Hopefully part 2 of this little series lived up to the hype. Not that there was much hype behind it. I wanted to do a defender side, and it brought a challenge on me because I really couldn't decide where I should put everybody. I knew Lesion was probably gonna be number 1, but I had a really hard time deciding on some of the operators, so thank you all for the help on deciding some of that stuff. Oh yeah, and enjoy this little Thatcher clip I put together. I wanted to get people to realize how Thatcher can actually be a fragger if he wants to. Obviously, I was joking, he's not the top fragger on my Instagram post, but you know, it's funny, and you know, Thatcher deserves some love. And with all that being said, Jeppy out.
If there's one thing I know for sure, it's that a 6-inch blade never loses reception.